Hello. Before beginning today's topic, I'd like to share with you that you are a genius, you are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Today's topic is what should be my foundation? What should I make my foundation in life? In day to day, what foundation should I carry? Where should I put my attention? Knowing that where I put my attention, my energy follows, and you are energy. So where you put your attention, your energy follows. Where your energy is where you are. So now, what should be my foundation? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to make it simple. I'm telling you that what you're looking for in one word is called a life that is can be explained with ineffable. Ineffable is just when your life is so good, you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to do, you just need to be. You already exist, you have. That should be the foundation of love. I'll get into how to do that here in a little bit. But why should this be and why is this so, moving and riveting? Well, let's look at it. Let's look at what we as a human species, what we are. What is a single human being? We know the three instruments. We know the heart is the greatest. We know the brain and the body. Three instruments are heart, brain, body. We know that I am a chemical soup. We know that the chemicals that we feel send a chemical signal to the brain, and the brain shows me how I'm feeling based on the electrical signals that it gives me. These we call thoughts. Now that whole circle, that whole cycle that I just described, let me go through it again. My body sends chemical signals to the brain. My brain interprets these chemical signals and relates information to me by what we call thought by electrical chemicals. Excuse me, electrical signals. Now I know about my life. That is, life is this simple. Now that side is for unconscious people or people that are not living from the heart, that have not decided to empower themselves to a degree to enter the body's higher faculties to then create an elevated emotion. Why is there two sides? Well, if I'm not consciously creating my feelings, I'm still feeling a type of way. Only I say how I'm feeling based on if my life is going good, I'm feeling good. If my life is going bad, I will say I'm feeling bad. Now, for the person that is empowered, that is maintaining an elevated emotion through the instrument we call the heart, now you are empowered. Now, externally, you always know what's going on externally, and you also have the secret of your internal life that you are not only creating, but are consciously feeling and watching. So living from the heart allows you to consciously create and view your creation as it's being created. What more do you want out of life? What more do you want of life than to 100% of the time feel bliss, feel love? I always go to the Newtonian way of life. That is the old life. That is, in order to feel love, I have to have a loving partner. In order to feel powerful, I have to have that car. In order to feel happy, life has to be happening my way. Well, I'm about to say that, well, we're not the creator. Well, that's to that life, but there's two lives because I am a creator. But to that life of where I need things to be happening my way, yeah, you're not a creator. But what happens as soon as life doesn't go your way? You're so fragile. You're so fragile that one little thing can cause a trickle down effect that will lead to depression, that will close the heart space. You know, your thymus gland can be opened by your heart, which then creates more energy. Your attention is in your heart, so your energy is in your heart. So then your thymus gland opens. Your thymus gland is the fountain of youth. This results into biology that is more immunoglobulins being produced, which are white blood cells, which fights off viruses, and then your sympathetic nervous system is in communication with your parasympathetic nervous system, and now you are consciously letting go of those hormones of stress, of survival, feelings of anxiety, unworthiness. Um, I said anxiety, yeah. Anger, sadness, and you're consciously igniting a feeling of love. Whatever elevated emotion you're going to create when you do, this is what you're doing. You're rewiring your body. You're accessing the thymus gland. For those of you that are living from the heart and don't really know what you're doing when you're creating an elevated emotion, what you're doing is you're accessing the thymus gland. You're putting your attention there. More blood can flow. Your blood pressure lessens because those arteries are opened up. Your heart is pumping more oxygen to your brain. This means your brain is processing information better, which in return, after some time of elevated emotions, your electrical signals are being are in coherence with your chemical signals, which are uplifting, which are motivating, which are love, which are elevated. So then your thoughts start to change. This is life. Life is this simple. We have to accept the reality that we can calibrate, we can step into our higher faculties, consciously use them, be the gas pedal as much as the exterior frame, be the engine, be the oil, be the be the one, swaying in that steering wheel. You got to be the whole thing. You can't just be the external. You can't just be the body of the Bugatti. You know something crazy? And this is a good metaphor to what most people, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. This is the hard fact of what most people are. Most people are a frame. Most people are like externally are a Bugatti or a Lamborghini. I've seen this in a Lamborghini, but the engine is a Honda. What does this mean? Like, there's like 3D printing machines in this whole greatness. Well, you can strip a car, take a Honda Civic, you can strip it down from what you see, everything interior is the same. And then you can throw on a body kit of any car you want. There's people that do this. I'm not gonna go into that's another topic, and I think you'll like to hear that topic of like, really, we've gotten to that. But there's people living that life where externally, unconsciously, and to you, I understand. We just don't know better. We don't know, wow, I can literally access my thymus gland. I can create immunoglobulins, which which result in me being immune to viruses, to sickness. I can elevate my immune system simply by maintaining and elevating emotion. That's it. Don't blame yourself. Just get the information. Go and look it up. There's Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Limpton. So much information out there about neurogenesis, about epigenetics. Epi means above. Genetics, well, it's ourselves. If you can't think or feel greater than your environment, you are your environment. So what happens when you live in a studio, you have a part-time job, but you have a really big dream that presents itself right before you go to sleep? Well, you're not consciously affecting yourself. That means that chemically and electrically, you are equivalent to your environment, which is a studio apartment, which that doesn't fall into line with your bigger dream and life. So you're never going to get there, is what I'm telling you. But you can get there. To get there, your foundation, today's video, what should be my foundation? A bank account? A relationship? Good relationship with my mom? A good job? What should be my foundation in life? Your foundation in life should be you. You should be your greatest foundation. You need to take charge of your internal systems, and it's very easy. And it's done effortlessly once you get in the habit of it. And I'll make another video, and you can also look up the results of being conscious of maintaining an elevated emotion. So this should be your purpose. Your foundation should be to live from the heart. I invite you to join my family. My family are individuals that live from the heart. We are experts at teaching the art of living from the heart. With this, the membership comes with 2 meditations daily, a weekly meditation, and a monthly meditation. Now, I ask that you share this video with your loved ones, with your mastermind group, with your small group of friends, and also comment below what topics do you want to hear about in the future, what topics do you want me to cover in the future, and also what is your current foundation in life. I hope to see you on the side of light. Goodbye.